What's up, guy? Welcome back to The Educated Barfly. If you haven't noticed, today we're going to be doing a St. Pat's Day video. This year is an unprecedented year, and I don't think that any of us are going to be able to go down State Street, drink a Guinness, have a shot of Irish whiskey, and watch a parade. So I thought I would bring you guys 3 Irish cocktails, or 3 Boston Irish cocktails inspired by, I don't know, what am I saying here? I thought I'd bring you guys 3 Boston Irish inspired cocktails so that you guys can ring in this holiday at home. Let's get into it. All right, first cocktail we're doing today is called an Irish Maid. So first thing we're gonna do is cut up some lime. 1 ounce of lime juice, 3/4 of an ounce simple syrup, a couple bits of cucumber, and like 1 sprig of mint. I'm gonna give this a little muddle. Like so, with the blunt instrument of your choice. And then we're gonna do 2 ounces of Irish whiskey. We're using Powers for this one. Add some ice to our tin, and then add that cocktail to our tin. Put our nice, kind of weirdly shaped piece of ice in our glass. We give it a nice shake. All right, let me give it a nice double strain over our rock. It's like running over a little bit because the rock is kind of weirdly shaped, which is cool, that's all right. And then what we're gonna do is gonna take a little mint sprig like so and give it a little slap. We're gonna pass the mint through the hole. Just give it like a nice little kind of side garnish like that. So there you have it, the Irish Maid. Let's give this a sip. So it's basically Irish limeade. You got 1 ounce of lime and simple syrup. It's a little bit tart, but then it's balanced out by that simple syrup. And then you got the nice Irish whiskey kind of bringing it up on the back. You get those nice barrel notes. Irish whiskey, what I like about it is that it's subtle in flavor, but it's flavorful, but in kind of a subtle way. And so it works really well with a lot of different ingredients. Pretty simple cocktail, and as you sip it, you want to make sure that you got your mint sprig right on there, and you're able to smell it as you're sipping, you know, and that aroma is going to be informing your taste as you go. So there it is, guys, the Irish Maid. So for our next cocktail, we're going to be doing one of my own creations called the Luck of the Irish Breakfast, because on the most important holiday of the year, you got to make sure that you have a good breakfast. All right, first thing we're gonna do is 1 ounce of pineapple juice. 1 ounce coconut syrup, coconut cream. 3/4 of an ounce of Lucky Charms cereal milk. So what I did for this is I took 2 cups of whole milk, and then I put 1 cup, or 8 ounces, of Lucky Charms. But I did it by volume, I didn't do it by weight. So 8 ounces by volume of Lucky Charms cereal, let it sit for 2 hours. And then you get this nice cereal milk. It's really, really good. And good for you, too.
They got me Lucky Charms. Is that what they say? Remember Austin Powers?
That's right. Don't be prejudiced, though. All right, and then the next thing we're going to do is 1 ounce of Bushmills Irish whiskey. And then we're going to do 1/2 ounce of Scotch. I'm using Famous Grouse. And we're going to do 1/2 ounce of Jamaican rum. Something that's nice, and you want a lot of that funk. You want that Jamaican funk in this cocktail. All right, then we're gonna just give it a little skosh. And give it a little whip shake. All right. And we're gonna dump that into our glass like so. And top it off with pebble ice. Of course, we got to fish around for a green straw, right? You can't have a St. Patrick's Day without a green straw. Green is green, it is. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna garnish with a little bit of Lucky Charms. We're just gonna sprinkle those on top like so. And as they incorporate into the cocktail, they're gonna kind of dye the top, which is really nice. A nice presentation, there you go. There you go. Don't you take my Lucky Charms. What do you used to say in the You remember that commercial from back in the day? You guys have that in Norway or wherever you're from?
No, but I remember in Austin Powers, kept saying like, "Ah, they got me Lucky Charms," and then the other ones laughed in the lair.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. Fantastic. I mean, it's basically like an Irish painkiller, right? You got your Irish whiskey, you got that nice kind of like the hogo or whatever, the funk from the Jamaican rum, and then you got the Lucky Charms milk it's been soaking with those Lucky Charms, so it's just nice, and this is a kind of nice milk, and then you get that coconut, and you got the pineapple. It's nicely balanced. It's a nice little breakfast cocktail for you. There it is. A luck of the Irish breakfast.
Actually, maybe he says he got me Lucky Charms because Austin took his charms. Remember? Do you remember?
Yes, I remember, because in the commercial, if memory serves, I mean, it's been a long time, is that the kids are gonna try to get his Lucky Charms, which is in the pot of gold at the end of his rainbow.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's why they're snickering, because they're thinking of the commercial. And he's like,
right, yeah.
It's a television commercial with this cartoon leprechaun. And all of these children are trying to chase him. Hey, leprechaun man, we want to get your Lucky Charms.
I don't remember that in Austin Powers. Okay? It's just been that long since I've seen that movie. Although now you're kind of making me want to see it again. Because, you know, Mike Myers is a genius.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a classic.
All right, for our last cocktail today, we're gonna be doing a cocktail called How Do You Like Them Apples? A cocktail inspired by my favorite movie. Now, back in the day, before this movie came out, Boston was just a backwater town that nobody knew about. Ted Williams, who? Seriously though, nobody knew about it. It was just this sleepy little town until two angels came down from heaven and made a movie called Good Will Hunting. Well, actually, there's 2.5 angels if you count Casey Affleck. So Matt Damon and Ben Affleck put Boston on the map, so I figured they needed their own cocktail. Let's get into it. First thing we're gonna do, 1.5 ounces of cloudy apple juice. I used Granny Smith that's been oxidized, but you can use whatever kind of apple you want. I just like Granny Smith because it's a little bit more tart and it's a little bit less sweet. All right, here we go. 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. We're gonna take our spent lemon, juice it. 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. A full 1.5 ounces of Laird's Bonded Applejack. And for this bottle, we gotta really thank two of our viewers, Ernest Forney and Taylor Stevenson. So thank you so much for using our virtual bottle program and getting us this bottle. Ice goes in the tin. Marry our cocktail in. Give it a nice shake. All right, strain into our glass, like so. And then we're gonna give this an Apple Fan, which is Marius' favorite garnish. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this cocktail aside for a second. You're gonna take an apple. We're gonna just cut a nice big chunk of the cheek right off. Then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna slice it. I'm gonna get rid of this first piece anyway. I'm gonna slice it like that. You want to do kind of medium-sized slices. You don't want it to be too thick. You don't want it to be too thin. I'm going to take a pick, cocktail pick, and we're just going to run it through all of the slices of apple, like so. And then we're going to fan them out, like that. Oh, this is a crazy big one, but there you go. And then it just rests on your cocktail like so, and looks like $1 million. But let's get rid of this for a second and give it a taste. Well, that is apple-tastic if I do say so myself. What I really love about this is you got the Applejack and then supported by the apple juice. And it's just super appley. You got a little bit of tartness from the lemon juice, a little bit of sugar from the simple syrup, but you don't need a ton of sugar because, you know, the apple juice is a little bit sweet on its own anyway. And even though it's barrel aged, you got a little bit of residual sweetness from the Laird's Bonded Applejack too. It's just nicely kind of balanced, so the apple forward cocktail. It's nice and green to help us celebrate the holiday. I'm gonna put this on it and I'm gonna present it to you guys. Hold on. So there you have, how do you like them apples? All right, guys, that's it for our Boston Irish inspired cocktails. Hopefully it helps you to ring in the holiday. I know that lots of us aren't really going out and doing very much this year, but if you are going out and doing anything, just make sure to be real responsible and I'll see you guys on another time. If you like this channel, please hit like and subscribe and check us out on Patreon and YouTube memberships. We've got a lot of different things on our website, theeducatedbarfly.com, and that includes things like t-shirts and what else we got there? Our virtual bottle program, lots of articles are starting to come up over there. It's pretty cool. You should check it out. And I'll see you guys another time. Leandro out.